Hey Pat, it's Midnight Designer, and this first video, sort of an introductory video to the new third channel. I'm kind of struggling with what to call it. It's not really a vlog channel. It's more of a documentary channel, if you think about it. Because what I want to share with this channel is I want to tell you the story of what I am going through in the year 2020 to make it as a quote internet entertainer. Really, the channel is going to focus on sort of three different areas, which some of which you may find interesting and others you may find less interesting. The first area that it's going to focus on is my quest to get in shape, the diet and exercise thing. One of the things you're going to need to know, like right now, is this channel is going to be super disclosey on my part. I'm going to share with you details about, my personal journey, my weight, my exhaustion, my frustration. I'm going to share my to a certain extent, my financial information, my growth, what works, what doesn't. So I'm going to tell you, like, I need to lose 90 pounds, right? And I know that in the new year, a lot of people are sort of addressing that issue. So I thought it would be helpful for you to see my progress, what I'm doing. I'll talk about things that work, things that don't work. I'm not an expert, clearly, because I have to lose 90 pounds. If I was an expert, I would be like the guy saying, hey, I lost 90 pounds already, and here's how I did it. So that's going to be one aspect of the channel. The main focus, however, is going to be sort of documenting my journey as a content creator. The diet and exercise bit is sort of fit into that because that's also something I'm going to be doing this year that's going to be important, because the amount of weight that I am carrying impacts my ability to do Twitch, to do YouTube, to maintain a pace that is required to make those things successful. So that's why it's part of the story, ancillary though it may be, but it's still part of the story. But the part of the channel that deals with documenting my journey, that's going to be the main focus. And I think that is a story that a lot of people are going to find interesting. Some people just like to hear the story about somebody who's trying to make their side hustle work, just in general. It doesn't have to be, whether you're trying to sell widgets, whether you're trying to make it big on the internet, whether you're trying to start your own business, whatever it is. That the story of the entrepreneur, I've always found to be a compelling one. And I think that story is an interesting one. And I'm going to be sharing my story with you. And so you don't even have to be really into Twitch or into YouTube to I think get something from this, just in terms of work habit and time management and drive and desire and fatigue and all those things that you deal with when you're trying to make something work, which is over and above what you're already doing. So I think that those people who just like the story of the successful entrepreneur, I don't know if it's going to be successful yet. I think those people are going to find this interesting. I also think that if you are trying to make a go of it in the internet entertainment field, Twitch, YouTube, whatever, watching the behind the scenes of somebody who's really trying to make it work, I think that's going to be interesting for you because, I'm not sure it's going to work, right? But you can watch and maybe you can find out what doesn't work. But I think that if you're sort of in that genre, you're going to find it interesting also. And then in particular, what I've noticed is that on Twitch and on YouTube, there are folks who are in a very similar situation to myself, right? They are grown, they have children, they have a wife. They grew up, as I did, in an age where video games were a legitimate form of entertainment, whether you were in the Atari and television ColecoVision era, whether you came in during the Nintendo or PlayStation, whatever phase of that development cycle or the evolution of gaming you arrived in, right? We as a group were the first ones to really see video games as a form of entertainment and to have carried that love for video games through into our adult life. And so taking that and then trying to share that in a way that is entertaining, right? There are a lot of folks in my position who are trying to do that, but at the same time, they have a full-time job, they have a spouse, they have children, and they're trying to find a way to balance all of that. I don't know that I have an answer for how to balance all of that. But over the course of the year, I'm going to try to balance it all. And this may be the most well-documented dumpster fire of 2020, but at least it will be well documented. So here's my plan for the channel. I'll probably do one video a week about the diet exercise stuff. So I'll try to collect stuff throughout the week and then put it together into one video. I'll do the sort of documentary episodes twice a week. And again, all this is still in the infancy stage, so we'll fill out and see how it works. And then another aspect of the channel I didn't really talk about are I'm going to try to share some quick little tips and tricks about streaming, about creating YouTube videos that I've learned. I'm not huge in either of those, but I've learned some stuff along the way. I've been around for a long time. So there may be little things that I can pass on to you that can help you with your process. So we'll see how that goes. Like I said, this channel, I have an idea of what I want it to be. The question is going to be, can I make it those things? So this is where we're starting. This is my story for 2020. And I hope you'll stick around for it.